Stephanie White is back in the WNBA, and if her first press conference is anything to go by, she's here to make waves. Speaking with passion and vision, White had high praise for two of the league's most promising rookies, Caitlyn Clark and Aaliyah Boston. She didn't just compliment their skills, she made it clear that she sees them as transformational figures.
And I'm excited about the opportunity to work with them. I'm excited about the opportunity that we have to build. We've got incredibly talented players right here in Caitlyn and Aliyah and Lexi, a team that was incredibly fun to watch, very tough.
First up, let's talk about Caitlyn Clark. Stephanie White couldn't have been more enthusiastic when describing the impact Clark is already making in the WNBA. She called her a once-in-a-generation talent, the kind of player that makes you sit up and pay attention.
So I'm glad I'm going to get to work with you guys, work with you ladies, instead of having to think about how...
White didn't stop there. She went on to rave about Clark's remarkable basketball IQ, saying it's off the charts, especially for a rookie. She reads defenses like she's been in the league for a decade, White shared, highlighting Clark's instinctive ability to switch up her game on the fly and make lightning-fast decisions under pressure. This isn't just skill, it's a rare gift. White emphasized that Clark's talent goes beyond scoring. She elevates everyone around her. Her presence on the floor makes her teammates better, an impact that only the true greats bring. In White's words, Caitlyn Clark has the intelligence, adaptability, and leadership of a seasoned veteran, despite being at the very start of her journey.
Some out there that's speculating that there was a rift or a feud going on between one Christie Sides, a former coach, and Caitlyn Clark, and one person even went so far as to say, and Christie Sides probably had their fair share of words throughout the season. I mean, if all of us are sitting back watching these games and we're scratching our heads and we're going at the TV like we're Scooby-Doo, or we're
She's obviously called a lot of my games all throughout college, and I just think she has a really great basketball mind. I think she's done a great job calling college games. It's been great to see her on NBA games. I think what she's done is just, she's obviously, she's been a trailblazer, honestly. I think she's always been somebody that's been supportive of my game, and it's been fun to talk to her at shoot-arounds throughout my college career, and always been really supportive.
But Stephanie White's admiration for Caitlyn Clark goes far beyond just her talent on the court. White sees Clark as a true game changer, not only for the Indiana Fever, but for the entire WNBA. In White's eyes, Clark is a player who has the potential to elevate the entire league's profile simply by being her electrifying self. Caitlyn's love for the game and that fierce competitive spirit are contagious, White shared, emphasizing how Clark's energy and passion light up every arena she steps into. It's not just about the jaw-dropping stats or the highlight reel plays, it's the way she captivates fans and makes them feel connected to the game in a way that few players can. White continued, she's a magnet, someone who makes fans fall in love with the game all over again. And whether it's her deep three-pointers, fearless attacks to the rim, or her leadership on the court, Clark draws people in and creates a sense of excitement that's palpable. White knows that this ability to ignite passion and interest in the sport is invaluable. For the league, that's absolutely priceless, White concluded. Caitlyn Clark isn't just playing the game, she's changing the way people experience it, making it more accessible and thrilling for fans both old and new. Her impact goes far beyond the box score. She's a cultural force who's pushing the WNBA to new heights. Then came Aaliyah Boston, and as soon as her name was mentioned, you could see Stephanie White's eyes light up. There was a clear excitement in White's voice as she spoke about this powerhouse, calling her an unstoppable force in the paint. White went on to describe how Boston dominates the court, blending raw strength with an almost effortless grace. Aliyah is the perfect combination of power and finesse, White said, and it's that rare mix that makes her so exceptional. For White, Boston isn't just the future of the center position, she represents a new era for the WNBA. She's an athlete who's rewriting the playbook, showing that centers can be both physically imposing and technically skilled. Aliyah brings a level of physicality and finesse that forces teams to rethink how they approach the center position, White explained. It's not just her size or athleticism, Boston has the whole package. She can dominate the paint, but she's also fluid and poised, capable of handling the ball, making smart passes, and scoring from multiple spots on the floor. For White, Boston's impact is undeniable. She's not just a presence on the court, White said. She's a force of nature. And that's what makes her such a game changer. Yeah, Aaliyah Boston isn't just a player you need to plan around. She's the kind of player who changes the way teams play the game itself. White was absolutely glowing with praise for Aaliyah Boston's defensive game, especially her ability to read plays and react with perfect timing. Her instincts are something most rookies can only dream of, White shared, visibly impressed. She highlighted Boston's knack for being in the right place at the right time, saying, Aaliyah knows exactly where to be. She's got a feel for the game that's incredibly rare, especially this early in her career. That Boston isn't just blocking shots, she's changing the entire mindset of the opposing team. When she's in the paint, opponents begin to second-guess their moves, hesitate on their shots, and alter their game plans. White emphasized that this is where Boston's real power lies. It's not just about the stats, White said. It's the way she alters the flow of the game. She has a presence that goes beyond the box score. Aaliyah has this unique ability to control the tempo and make the game feel different when she's on the floor. For White, that's where Boston's magic truly shines. Her defensive impact and court awareness aren't just noticeable. White didn't just stop at praising Boston's on-court skills. She dove deep into the intangible qualities that make Aaliyah such a special player. Even as a rookie, White emphasized how Boston brings a level of calm confidence to the Fever that resonates throughout the entire team. Aaliyah is someone who never seems rattled, White said, illustrating how Boston maintains her poise even in high-stakes situations where most would feel the pressure. Whether it's a clutch moment late in a game or a pivotal play that could shift the momentum, Boston keeps her focus sharp, rarely showing any signs of stress or hesitation. White elaborated, it's not about being the loudest voice in the locker room. Aaliyah leads by doing the work, staying consistent, and being there for her teammates when they need her most. This ability to stay grounded in the chaos of a game speaks to Boston's maturity well beyond her years. She's a leader because of the way she approaches every challenge, not by seeking attention, but by quietly elevating everyone around her. According to White, that's what makes Boston the perfect foundation for a team. She's the kind of player you can build a team around, not just because of her undeniable talent, but because of her solid, unwavering presence. She shows up every day, does the work, and supports her teammates with humility. That's the kind of leadership that not only wins games, it wins championships. In White's eyes, it's this combination of talent and character that makes Aaliyah Boston a true cornerstone for the future of the Fever. A player who will only grow more influential as she continues to develop. White's eyes, Caitlyn Clark and Aaliyah Boston are much more than just rookies. They represent the beginning of a new era of talent that will shape the future of the WNBA for years to come. White passionately believes that the impact they're making goes far beyond their performances on the court. These two are game changers, she said, emphasizing how their influence is already being felt across multiple levels, from inspiring young fans to igniting excitement among seasoned supporters. Their presence is undeniable. They're bringing new eyes to women's basketball, White added, and pushing our league to new heights that we've never seen before. The significance of players like Caitlyn and Aaliyah is not just in their playmaking, but in the way they're expanding the reach of the WNBA, drawing in fans from a whole new generation. White believes that these two athletes have the rare power to inspire not just the next generation of players, but to build lasting connections with fans, creating a ripple effect that will change the trajectory of women's sports for good. What Caitlyn and Aaliyah are doing is priceless for the future of the WNBA, White concluded. Their influence is a key piece in the puzzle of the league's growth. And in White's view, they're leading the charge for a brighter, more inclusive future. As Stephanie White steps into her new role with high hopes and an unwavering vision for the future, one thing is abundantly clear. She's beyond excited to witness the rise of Caitlyn Clark and Aaliyah Boston. With both players showing such remarkable promise, White sees them as key pillars in the league's transformation. The passion and dedication Caitlyn and Aaliyah bring to the game are unmatched, White said, knowing that their work ethic and talent are not only setting new standards, but inspiring a new wave of players and fans alike. White believes that with these two leading the charge, the WNBA's future is in exceptional hands. If this is just the beginning, White concluded, then the future looks brighter than ever for White. It's not just about what these players are doing now, it's about the long-lasting impact they will have in shaping the league for generations to come. The WNBA is on the cusp of something truly special, and with stars like Caitlyn and Aaliyah paving the way, the sky's the limit. Stay tuned. WNBA fans, with Caitlyn Clark and Aaliyah Boston leading the charge, and Stephanie White cheering them on. This season promises to be one for the history books. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep following us here for all the latest on the WNBA's brightest stars.